The honey badger is a specialist in relentless aggression. In the African savanna, encountering one typically forces a binary choice. You either engage in a dangerous physical struggle, or you flee the territory entirely. In one recorded instance, a badger latched its jaws onto the hind leg of a hippopotamus. The bite was deep enough to draw blood from the 3,000-pound animal. Biologically, this is a massive mismatch. The hippo possesses the sheer mass and jaw pressure to neutralize the smaller predator with a single defensive turn. Based on the standard mechanics of nature, the expected outcome is immediate, lethal retaliation. The hippo has every physical reason to fight back with overwhelming force. Instead, the hippo provides no reaction at all. There is no roar, no sudden counterstrike, and no visible sign of distress. It simply continues to walk. It maintains a slow, steady gait toward the horizon, dragging the badger along the dirt with every step. For most observers, this refusal to engage feels counterintuitive. Human psychology is often hardwired to protect our internal pride by meeting every single provocation with an equal and opposite reaction. We are left to wonder why an animal of this scale would choose to absorb a painful attack without responding. The answer lies in the specific destination the hippo is walking toward. To the honey badger, this lack of resistance signals dominance. From its perspective, it is winning the battle because the hippo appears to be retreating from the point of conflict. But the hippo is actually relocating the fight to a nearby river. This chart compares their biological limits regarding water. The hippo is built for long-duration submersion, whereas the badger's biology is restricted to the surface. Once the environment changes to water, the badger's ability to sustain an attack drops instantly as it's tied to breathing. The hippo is shifting the physical rules of the encounter. It is moving the interaction into a dimension where the badger has no biological response. The hippo walks into the water and sinks to the riverbed. It begins walking along the bottom, completely submerged and perfectly comfortable. For the badger, the environment has suddenly become lethal. Within seconds, the very air it needs to fight is replaced by water filling its nose. Survival now outweighs the desire for a kill. To avoid drowning in this new arena, the badger is forced to release its hold and struggle wildly back to the surface. This illustrates the dimension advantage strategy. By refusing to defend the initial point of attack and instead changing the arena, you neutralize a threat without ever needing to strike it. The hippo achieved a total victory. It eliminated the badger's aggression, not through strength, but through environmental awareness. Human interactions often feature the same badger-like provocations: aggressive coworkers, internet trolls, or people who use petty arguments to seek dominance. When we respond to every insult or bad faith argument, we voluntarily step down to our opponent's level, choosing to fight on their land. This engagement drains your energy while feeding theirs, pulling you into a conflict designed specifically for their skill set. Entering a mudslinging contest with a person who thrives in the mud ensures that you lose, regardless of who is right. Sophisticated conflict management requires the discipline to recognize the dimension you are in and the courage to change it. You change the dimension by choosing absolute silence, by ignoring the premise of an insult, or by walking away to establish a boundary they cannot cross. Without your participation to sustain the conflict, the aggressor's energy has nowhere to go. They are left to deal with the weight of their own toxicity in a vacuum. Strength is not found in the ability to win an argument. It is found in the ability to rise so far above the noise that the opposition is forced to let go.